Oh, yeah. Hey, what about the song parody? You want us to try it?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you guys would want to sing it.
Wrote.
Sure. You have the words written down?
Fred can sing it. Fred, here.
I think you could probably handle it.
No, Fred, you sing.
I know one thing. I'm not going to try to sing it high again this early in the morning.
Robin got into high colonics. And we tried to write something called The Clump. That clump. That clump. It's just like lead. So
okay, let's try it.
You want to try and sing it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, good. Okay, you're going to sing it.
Let's all sing it.
All right.
Yeah.
Because it's hard, it's a fast song. It's hard to sing.
Well, we'll do it a little slower.
For us non-singers.
Well, Fred's practiced.
Fred.
We'll do the musical. We'll do the Joni Mitchell version. Robin is a girl, a real black beauty, so intelligent but obsessed with her duty. Spring, summer, winter, and even autumn, she needs stuff to fly from her bottom. That clump, it's just like lead. It shoots past the nurse's head. All right, yeah. Robin is the babe with a lot of class. So what's the problem with her ass? Don't she have anything better to do than to pay someone to unplug her poop? That clump, it's just like lead. I'm sorry, Robin. It shoots past the nurse's head.
Woo, everybody take a dump.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys don't have to get into it that much.
Why can't she free up her rear end? Did she eat a bagel made of cement? Make sure that the enema's clean and warm, or Robin won't see her carrots and corn. The hunks fly from that butt. She's nuts if she thinks this is fun. Okay, here's the big kicker. Is it worth $200? She thinks so.
Don't pay that much.
What is that?
Can't she take X-Lax instead to let go?
I don't know.
Is it worth $200? She thinks so.
More than that.
Can't she take X-Lax instead to let go?
Oh, man, that's good. That is beautiful.
Filed out with Gump.
Man, I love it.
That's genius.
That is genius. You
Who
guys
wrote that?
I believe Fred Norris might have a clue.
You're hired.
You're hired. You're in.
No idea.
Just a genius thing you came up with one day.
Yeah.
Very brilliant.
That's
I want to thank
amazing.
the great guests,
He's
the
not going to
presidents.
remember it once I finish slapping him around.
Yeah, the presidents of the United States of America. Get the album, see the show, and stay tuned for them after our show today because they'll be here and they're a lot of fun. You guys are great guys. Thanks for
a
coming
lot.
out. Yeah, love having you here. Come back anytime.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks. That song parody rocked. God damn. I should give Jackie credit, too. Here's what happened. We were on the Lotus Notes on the computer, and I came home late yesterday, and I was just, like, going through it. And Fred said, hey, maybe the presidents of the United States of America will do a song parody. And Fred came up with, like, 50 different song parodies, just like the chorus. Then I'm going through the notes, and then Jackie sends a note, and Fred's were all funny. So I said, well, one was about Gary, one was about you, one was about me. And they were great. Then Jackie goes, hey, why don't you do one about Robin's High Colonics
He's stuck on
with
me.
the clump?
He loves it.
And he wrote the clump.
Funny
Just
word.
like lead.
And then I wrote back to Jackie and Fred, and I realized Jackie's probably out sunning himself. 'Cause take a look at him. He's as red as a lobster.
Lobster man.
Yeah,
today?
he's Lobster Man today. Take a look. Turn around, show Robin. Turn around. It's so funny. Jackie, first big
boy.
sunny day of the...
Proud. I fell asleep in the sun.
So I said, he's never going to get this note. So thank God Fred checks the notes. And Fred wrote the clump, because I said, hey, this could be pretty good. There was one about, what was the one about Gary's teeth you were going to write?
Oh, God, I don't think I even printed that out.
No, but I read
Gary's
it.
got him right in there.
There's a whole bunch of them.
Jeez, I don't...
There's one about Tom Chiasano. It was pretty vicious.
Oh, yeah. This dump.
This dump. There was one about Scott the engineer. There was a bunch of them.
His gums, they're green and red.
Oh,
Yeah, his gums, they're green and red.
His teeth barely fit in his head.
Yeah, his teeth
the one
barely.
about Tom.
The one about Tom was,
That hump, I think.
yeah, that hump.
The hump, yes. No,
No, that could have been a lump.
I don't know. But they were all funny, and then the high colonic one really, I started laughing
That
out
was
loud.
the home run.
Laura, my sister, walked into the office and saw me laughing. She goes, I thought someone was in here with you.
I was laughing out loud when I thought about it shooting past the nurse's head.
Oh, that is a
That
funny
is good.
line. I have to admit that myself.
You had to be pretty honored, Robin. The presidents of the United States of America
They
is
did
singing
it
about you.
beautifully.
They did a beautiful job. What would surprise me is that they were able to. We never showed them the paper. They just sat down and just all
That
of a
was
sudden
the first time.
they're pretty loose.
Yeah.
Because most guys, you give them a song parody, they got to study it for 2 hours.
And then they, I don't want to say.
Yeah, and I don't want to say lump or clump.
Yeah, they didn't even check it.
I don't want to
But
ruin my
that's
art.
why, like I was getting that vibe that they were really cool.
Yeah. Were you getting that vibe?
Yeah, singing about my butt.
Never mind.
You were picking up a certain vibe. Wow.
All right, I'm not picking up any more vibes.
You better shut
Vibe
down.
knocks, I'm ignoring
You
it.
better shut down your vibometer. All right. Now after that song about your ass, let's do some serious news. Hey, where is that song? I'd like to hear that again.
Did somebody dub it off for you already?
Yeah, there's no such thing as a quick dub here.
I was going to say, where are we?
I'm sorry I asked Scott to do that. I realized it should have only taken him a minute. He's slow. He's slow as
dirt.
That's pretty weird. A guy plays a 3-string guitar. I might get into
That's
that.
almost like washboard music.
Yeah, that's almost hillbilly jug band music. What do you think of that, Fred, playing 3 strings?
I think that's neat. I mean, it's really cool because they kind of
Have
blend
you ever
together.
done that?
No, I haven't.
You know what it looked
I
like?
learned the
Fred starts crying when one of his strings break.
Yeah, I learned the old-fashioned
It
way.
looked like both of the guys had their bottom 3 strings tuned exactly the same because every time they were doing that riff, they were
Right,
playing
it sounded
the exact
exactly the
thing,
same.
you know?
Yeah. That's why I thought they both had the same string configuration like Fred did.
I got to get in a band.
Every time you see guys play, you say that.
I might join up with those guys. They could use a Howard Stern.
That's all they need.
That's what they need. That's the only thing they're missing. Oh, yeah.
Fire?
Bird.
Oh, there's a dog in here, Robin.
Who just barked?
What the hell is that? There's a dog loose in here. How did that get in here? It's a wild, ugly dog. Told you.
Cage that dog. Queen.
What were you doing?
We'll do the musical. We'll do the Joni Mitchell version. Robin is a girl, a real black beauty. So intelligent, but obsessed with her duty. Spring, summer, winter, and even autumn. She needs stuff to fly from her bottom. That clump, it's just like lead. It shoots past the nurse's head. All right, yeah. Robin is the babe with a lot of class. So what's the problem with her ass? Don't she have anything better to do than to pay someone to unplug her poop? That clump, it's just like lead. I'm sorry, Robin. It shoots past the nurse's head. Woo, everybody take a dump.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys don't have to get into it that much.
Why can't she free up her rear end? Did she eat a bagel made of cement? Make sure that the enema's clean and warm, or Robin won't see her carrots and corn. The hunks fly from that butt. She's nuts, she's nuts, she's nuts if she thinks this is fun. Okay, here's the big kicker.
Is it worth $200? She thinks so.
What is that?
Can she take X-Lax instead to let go?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is it worth $200? She thinks so.
More than that.
Can she take X-Lax instead to let go?
Oh, man, that's good. That is beautiful.
Wow. Good one.
That clump about your high colonics. So far, the show's been about high colonics and me having sex with my wife who was on a period.
Yes, can we move to another section of the body at least?
Yeah. Or should we stay on my wife?
My wife just lays in bed. No sex, no sex, no sex. Wish I was dead.
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
I don't know. These things just pop up. Those guys were pretty good yesterday. That was a lot of fun.
That hump, that hump, that hump.
Whatever. I think that's the one about Tom, actually.
He wrecks my head.
Our general manager.
It's wrong, but how? I wish that Tom was dead.
Hey, see, not to be confused with Gary, our producer.
My wife.
No, that's my wife. That's
Gary, the producer.
His gums, they're green and red. His teeth don't fit his head.
You know, there's many different ones. I'm scared of Fred. Did the doctor accidentally sew up your pooper?
No.
All right. A lot of excitement there.
Oh.
Kathie Lee, this is Satan. Evil. I am forcing you to go indoors. You keep praying to Jesus Christ on TV. And you can see that I am battling you. I'm Satan. Your whole world is falling apart. Cody will grow up to hate you. He will be on Geraldo's show. Hopefully he will be a gay serial murderer.
Accepting drugs from undercover officers in his apartment.
Right. Medication. Xanax. Hopefully Cassidy will grow up to be a lesbian and curse everything you do. Satan, I curse everything you do.
Both of your children will seek their Jewish roots.
Yeah, both children will convert to Judaism and will not partake in your Christmas specials. You will be stuck with having a big black guy like Aaron Neville in your kitchen, running around singing Christmas songs with you when Cody and Cassidy are busy at the Hasidic retreat in the Catskills.
He'll be an Orthodox Jew.
Cody will be an Orthodox Jew with big payas. Payas and yarmulke.
He'll walk around with tefillin on his head.
He changes his name to Eric. And you'll wind up sewing in a sweatshop where your clothing is made.
That's right.
This is Satan. You have joined my side because you have put people to work in sweatshops, and there is no redeeming you. You are now one of mine. Come, bend over and accept my horns in the wrong place. Now, take my horns. Kathie Lee. You have joined Satan's side, putting young Honduran children to work in sweatshops.
Not paying people right here.
Not paying people in New York money. People screaming for their money while they're told mañana, mañana, mañana.
She's got to be freaking out. Gifford's got to be freaking out.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Guy had a good life for him. Now he can't go outdoors.
This is Satan, Kathie Lee. You are no longer a child of Christ. You are now one of mine. You have joined my legions. You are doing Satan's work as you make that crappy clothing and sell your soul to the devil. You are one of the worst people in the world.
I think the worst thing is how ugly those clothing are.
Yeah, not only do you not pay people, but these poor fat people look ridiculous in their elephant-like clothing with the big party prints.
Yes.
Kathie Lee, come party with me, Satan. And we'll be down here with Hitler and Mickey Mantle. That's right, Kathie Lee. Mickey Mantle's down here.
There?
He didn't treat people very well when he was alive. You will be under a table in hell with your mouth open for your satanic master. Kathie Lee, bend way over and smell your own buttocks. You smell like everybody else, don't you? I command ye, as one of Satan's legions, to bend over nude and smell your own buttocks. And see that you smell like everyone else. See that you smell worse than Giff. Kathie Lee. Kathie Lee, this is Satan. You have joined me now. There is nothing you can do. You could take AIDS babies and crack-addicted mothers and breastfeed them, and you will still go to hell. You are now part of the cancer of society, hypocrisy. And ironically, Howard Stern will go to heaven and laugh at you, because Howard Stern has never had anybody working for him in a sweatshop. Because nobody would buy his clothes. Quite frankly, he would. He'd like to get in on it, but
I won't let him.
He can't figure out a way to do it.
I save it for my favorites like you.
Right. You'll be down here with me soon. Bring those blouses with you. Janis Joplin needs them. She's down here with us. Freaking heroin addict.
You two can do a duet.
Yeah. You two can do a Christmas special down here in hell. You'll be singing with Janis Joplin. The two of you. Giff's got to be freaking out.
That guy's got to be freaking out. Giff can go to hell with her, too. Because how many women has he been with?
Sheesh. I sure hope all this pressure doesn't make him sick.
I think he ought to divorce her. Cut his losses. Oh, he's probably digging having that young chippy wife.
Well, he can get another young chippy wife.
Yep. Hell, I'll go out with him.
Younger and chippier.
Chippier. We got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words. I have to make gas.
Oh, we're so excited, Howard.
Freddie, you should play my... You know that fart man? Eric, you know that fart man theme that Tony Visconti made? Imagine you played that and then I farted. Would that be funny, Robin?
Can you hold on? Because Eric's not moving very
All right, okay. But maybe I'll ask Fred to do it. Fred, can you get it?
Try my best.
I'll hold it in until you get it. Go ahead, Robin. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I had gas.
In Jordan, Montana, the situation between the FBI and the Freemen seems to be tensing up. The Freemen have...
Like my sphincter.
Yes.
Fred, just give me a little of that music so I can release.
Oh.
Hold it. Is that the beginning of it? What?
13-second intro.
It's a 13-second intro. All right, here it comes. Okay. Thank you. Hey, did you read... Save that tape in case I have more gas. That was a real one, by the way.
I know that. Ugh. You got to talk into that microphone now. Good for you.
Lucky I'm not wearing a thong. What a mess. Quick, Fred, play the Fart Man music. I got a problem, Robin. Hold on.
Oh, dear.
Quickly, please. Oh, you got to sit through the intro? I don't know if I can wait. Wait a second. Don't play phony farts. That's not me. I want just the real one.
They're in the song.
Oh. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Oh. Now that's self-expression. Oh, man. Thank you. Thank you. What?
That was pretty brutal.
That was brutal.
Oh, you got it over there already?
Oofa.
It's traveling.
The only thing I know that goes up your butt is a thong or jacket.
Dick. Dickhead. Dickhead.
Someone give me some acid.
Because we can't keep up.
All right, I'm going to contact Timothy Leary now if we all think about him. And, dude, you'll be able to talk to him, all right?
I wish I could have met him, man.
All right, Gary, I hope Timothy Leary enters the room.
Stop.
Oh, Timothy Leary, come in.
Tell me what's in my future.
Timothy Leary, come into the room. Timothy Leary, come into the room.
I'm here and on.
No,
not you.
You're supposed to be thinking about Timothy
Think about
Leary.
Timothy Leary.
It's all symbiosis, man.
Let me think about Timothy Leary now. This kid's going to ruin this bit, I know it. Timothy Leary, come into the room. Wait, I feel a presence. I feel Timothy Leary coming into the room. Wait a second. I'm not kidding. I'm getting something.
You think you can contact him?
Yes. Oh, what a goose I am. Oh, what a goose I am. Timothy, can you hear me? What?
Yes.
How is it being dead?
It's bad. It's bad.
All right. When you died, did you want to be on the internet?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Did you know it was the end?
Yep.
What were the last things going through your mind when you died?
Just all of a sudden, just died. Just died.
Just by?
No, he
You-
just died.
You just died and you had nothing going on in your mind?
Yep.
What have you learned about the other side? What is it like when you die? What does it feel like?
Dude, we are Timothy Leary right now.
What does it feel like when you die?
Feels pretty cool.
Flipped out go.
What?
It's big toe. Now.
I think we're losing the connection.
No. I'm telling you, that's Timothy Leary.
Is he? I thought he was breaking up. I couldn't understand a thing.
You know, the guy just died. He's in shock. Timothy Leary, let me ask you this.
Around for a long time, man.
Dude,
Nobody knew about it.
do you want to ask Timothy Leary a question? Formulate a question.
Why did you break out of prison, Timmy, when you could have just stayed in there and turned into a chicken growing roast on his forehead?
All right, you know what? You're
You don't
ruining
even
it.
have a question.
You don't even have a question. Timothy, when you were into drugs, when you were on this planet, wasn't it wrong because didn't you get a lot of kids into drugs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you think it was wrong?
No.
No, you don't think it was wrong?
No.
Yeah, he was kind of outlandish.
Excuse me, I'm talking to Timothy Leary, douchebag.
Tim, you're outlandish. I'm sorry.
Homo says what? Sir, on the phone? Homo says what?
Douchebag says homo first.
I can't take that kid.
I think this is what killed Timothy Leary. He
Yeah.
talked to somebody on an acid trip and said, "Oh, that's so stupid."
Timothy Leary, what was it like the first time you ever did acid?
It was okay. It was okay.
It was okay?
Yeah.
You liked it?
What'd you see? What'd you see?
What were some of the hallucinations that you had?
Just all, you know, I was stepping,
Really?
I was stepping,
All right.
Yeah, that's what it was?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. That's right. And it was like wild, right?
Yeah.
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 You had some good times.
Oh,
huh?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah.
Now,
And
what
are you going to do drugs in your afterlife?
No.
did you ever do? Are you in heaven or hell?
Tell. No.
Tell?
Yeah.
Yeah, and tell.
You're in tell.
No.
Where's that? Now, where are you, really?
And tell.
Down
Hell.
below?
Hell.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Have you met the devil?
Yep.
Does he look like Fred?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Timothy Leary, now that you're dead, are you? First of all, tell us all the drugs you did. What'd you start out with?
Just talking.
Smoking?
Yeah.
Smoking
Cigarettes?
some? Yeah. You know, it's funny.
Or
I guess
pot?
when you die, it's hard to channel the guy's voice. That's why he sounds different.
I see.
And don't forget, his brain is in shock. I've been channeling for
It'll
years.
be better later on.
Right. Did you ever do what other drugs have you done? List all the drugs.
Tack.
Crack.
Yeah.
You did crack.
That's why, now.
All right. You did a lot of crack.
Yeah.
Yeah, and acid.
That's it. And
Did you drink?
Pot.
take. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the
Any
time.
mushrooms?
Buffoons still.
Mushrooms? Okay.
Yeah.
Mushrooms, yeah. And anything else that you can think of?
Did you do speed?
Speed. Just a little bit.
A
Just
little bit of
A
speed.
little bit of speed.
Yeah.
Yeah. You did some of that. Uh-huh. What about white crosses? That's speed, right?
No, I
Mescaline? Secanols?
Mescaline, yeah.
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 Secanols?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tylenols?
No.
Tylenol and vodka?
No.
Darvon, codeine.
Codeine? Any Darvon?
No.
Any like, you ever do airplane glue and stuff like that?
No.
No, never. Never touch that. You're against that.
That wasn't scientific.
Yeah, he's against that.
Then,
That's not a real drug.
No aerosols for you.
No.
no.
Ever do Jack Daniels and hash?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
all
wasn't
right.
a good combination.
Yeah.
Timothy Leary, a lot of people think now that you're on the other side, maybe you've come to some conclusions. Like maybe you've, like, what's your philosophy now that you're, like, what do you live by? What's your credo?
Don't do that.
Don't do crack.
Yeah.
All right.
That was the one drug you didn't like.
That's it.
All right. Well, there you go. There you go. Timothy Leary, ladies and
You
gentlemen.
died to learn that.
I had no
That's
idea you were
it.
dead.
That's it.
I tell you, my life went right on. I didn't even know you passed away. It's unbelievable.
Your life
okay.
didn't change.
Yeah. Now, did you get any new tattoos, Timothy Leary?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
Right before you died, you were tattooed?
Yes.
All right. And what tattoos do you have?
Okay, 1 minute.
All right.
Oh, he's going to show us on his corpse.
Timothy Leary is astrally projecting his corpse into the room. Let me see. You went out, and when did you get this tattoo?
1 week and 2 days ago.
1 week and 2 days ago.
Yeah, and I was there.
You were there?
No, I was at, not you, but 1 week and 2 days ago.
Do you know Morse code? Can you tap on the desk? I know Morse code. You need help. SOS.
Ah, come on. No.
Oh, I see.
Leary died in a Jackie the Joke Man t-shirt.
Yeah. Timothy Leary's wearing an I Stumped the Jackie the Joke Man t-shirt.
Yeah. That's okay.
Were you a fan of Jackie's?
Yeah.
Look at that. Why would you want to draw attention to your bad arm? But all right, anyway, go ahead. Let me see. Now, you tattooed Are you smelling this morning?
What?
All right, I don't know.
Well, he's dead.
All right, your corpse is rotted.
No.
So you tattooed a picture of me and Robin and the E Channel logo onto your wrist, didn't you? Wow.
Yeah.
Now why the E Channel logo?
Because I want that.
You wanted that on your arm.
Yeah.
Now, this is a first. You've been tattooed on a number of people, Howard. I've never been so honored.
It's unbelievable. Now, was the guy drunk who tattooed that on your arm?
No.
No?
No.
By the way, in case you haven't guessed, this is not Timothy Leary. This is a guy named George, except he can't call himself George because he did too much crack and he got a stroke.
So he calls himself what?
Bob.
Bob.
Because he can only say Bob. Say Bob.
Bob.
Bob, yeah.
Bob Hari.
Bob Hari?
Yeah.
Like Mata Hari?
No.
What?
Bob Harvey.
Bob Harvey?
Yes.
Bob Harvey.
Yes.
And Harvey is not your last name, is it?
What?
Harvey is not your last name. It's the only name you can say.
No.
Oh. Harvey is your last name?
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
You
Oh,
just
your
couldn't say George Harvey.
But Harvey.
George Harvey.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anyway, so the point is Bob
Yes.
has been tattooing his body now.
Again.
And half of his body doesn't even move. And I think the arm that's the funniest is the tattoos on the arm that doesn't move because it just kind of hangs
Now,
there.
did you get those before your accident or
Yeah.
after?
Until that was okay. Well, no. That's okay. And then at the talk, then.
Right. Okay. So anyway, you don't ask
You know, I
questions.
just find it funny that he would have the stroked out arm tattooed, and he
Yeah.
had.
Yeah, and he has done it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And he has a huge circle on his arm, which is the K-Rock logo, the K-Rock here in New York.
Yeah.
And it says Howard Stern 92.3. And he has a huge Howard and Robin with the E Channel logo in the middle on his arm. And it looks like it doesn't look like anybody who's too skilled in the art of tattooing put me on there.
Oh, what?
What is this? $20 deposit taken from George for the Howard and Robin. The whole thing was $350.
Okay. And
all right.
one more.
Oh, $350.
Yeah, and then
if
here's
you want, you can call up.
I can call off?
Yeah, if you want.
And get myself what? A tattoo?
No, be on the air?
Yeah,
I'll call up the tattoo person.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right. I don't need to do that.
Okay.
She did a very nice job, actually.
Oh, I don't know what that, but I like it. I like that.
Right. Well, I'm very honored that you would tattoo me and Robin
So am I, yeah.
on your arm. I mean, after all,
allowed, though.
you're such a valued human being that it seems...
You know, what happens when he gets pissed off at us, as everybody does?
He has to slash his wrist.
Not that. Your thing with me.
And he has a very realistic tattoo of a watch. It's a big watch on his arm. Is that a tattoo?
No.
Oh, it's not. That's a real watch? I said it's pretty good. It's moving. Anyway, I want to thank Bob George.
Okay.
Harvey.
Bob Tari.
Bob Tari.
Okay.
Doc Tari for coming in here today.
Okay.
Let's just call him Doc Tari.
I think so.
Yeah. And it's good seeing you, my friend.
Yeah.
And thank you for playing Timothy Leary with us. That was very nice of you.
Okay.
All right. That's funny. Every time he comes on the show, his sister has to write him a note so we know why he's here.
What does the note say today?
Howard, Robin, and gang, Bob stopped by last week when you were not in.
Yeah.
I guess you didn't know it was best of.
Yeah, I didn't know.
He can't tell.
It sounds the same to him no matter what.
Once again, Bob visited the tattoo parlor. All I can say is take a look. Hey, maybe eventually you'll be like that guy who tattoos Disney characters. You'll just do all Howard and Robins all over your body.
Jackie and Fred.
I want a picture so I can.
You want a picture of Jackie?
And Dare.
You want a picture of Jackie and Fred?
Yeah. And Dare.
Okay.
Jackie and Dare.
But I'm on YouTube.
He needs to take your pictures.
That's it.
Okay.
Now, you're going to take pictures of Jackie and Fred and put them on your arm?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you get like a professional photographer? You're going to have to.
Why would you want... Yeah, I know. He's going to bring in a Kodak.
Come on.
He's going to bring in a disposable camera.
They have press photos. You want the press photos?
What?
I said, do you want their press photo instead of Jackie and Fred? Would you like their press photo?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wait, crack is a horrible drug. This guy doesn't even understand what a press photo is. You are totally scrambled, dude.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby's right.
Any girls on the horizon?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they all step on him.
Oh,
You don't have a girlfriend.
no.
Of course not.
That girl that we hooked you up with, you're not even talking to her anymore, are you?
No.
No, she wants nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Why would you tattoo two losers like Jackie and Fred on your arm?
Hey, don't
Because I want to.
Really?
That's me. I want to.
Right. All right.
Leave him alone. That's right, Fred.
Once you get a tattoo of a nude broad, at least you'd be around a girl.
No.
You go get his guys on there and Robin.
Because you are thing.
All right. I'm the king of all media.
Yeah.
Of course.
Wow, you understood that.
No, I don't know what he said. I'm making stuff up. All right, listen. Bob George, Harvey, Doctari. Very good. Why don't you put a picture of Robin on your palm so her mouth can go over you every night as you play with yourself? No.
Thank you,
No.
Bob.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah and no.
Yeah.
All right, listen, Bob George, Harvey, Doctari. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to take a short break. We'll come back and get right back to it right after these words. Hey, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yeah.
Am I talking to Howard?
Yeah, you're on the air.
Hey, what's up? I'm out here in L.A. And out here, you remember that guy Ray Combs?
Ray Combs, Family Feud guy, killed himself.
Yeah, you had him on the E! Show. I saw the rerun of it about a month ago. The guy, I guess, that accident he had.
I don't know, man. Gary was just telling me about it. I had no idea.
Himself in the hospital.
What?
He was in the hospital at the time for something or other, and he hung himself in the hospital. I guess they weren't watching him.
Oh, it was worse than that. First, on Friday, he tried, or sometime at the end of last week, he tried to kill himself with Valium.
Right.
Then they said, like he went off the deep end, and he started hitting himself in the head with a rock.
That's slow work.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's not funny to laugh, but it is kind of funny to kill yourself by beating yourself with a rock.
I've never heard of anybody trying that one.
Yeah.
It was like an episode of Roadrunner.
I know. And then yeah, right.
And then, he was in the hospital, and he tied the sheets together.
Right.
And hung himself.
So they were supposed to be watching him in the hospital.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, they did a bad job, didn't they?
I would say so.
Yeah. He's in worse shape than Kathie Lee.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
One thing, Mr. King of all media, you're a legend. You're the greatest.
Well, thank you.
And one more thing.
Yeah.
F the skull of Timmy.
Right. Thank you. Hey.
Not funny.
Ray Combs is funny, not my cat. You want me to replay? This is Ray Combs' his conversation with us.
Yeah,
I pulled it.
remember that we actually talked to him. It was after that accident that we talked to him.
Yeah, we were kind of curious about him.
A lot of people are saying that the accident messed him up, and he was never right after.
Now, let me clarify for people who Ray Combs is. Ray Combs is the guy who was on Family Feud, not Richard Dawson.
The new Family Feud, not the old Family Feud.
Yeah. And I remember when Ray Combs, the reason he called in, he used to send me letters. In fact, I have a bunch of letters from him.
Yeah.
Because he's a big fan of the show.
In fact, one letter we used on the Channel 9 show. Remember that?
Yeah. Because it was all misspelled.
Yeah, you corrected it on TV.
This guy, Ray Combs, and he was actually the host of Family Feud when he wrote me. And he wrote me this letter and it was probably 3 sentences, the whole letter. Hey, I'm a big fan of the show. Hope you. There were 3 spelling mistakes, 3 major spelling mistakes. Unbelievable. I mean, but real bad ones, right?
Yeah, they were obvious.
Real glaring.
So I blew up the letter the size of a wall. And we did a thing like 60 Minutes does where we get letters at the end of the show. And we sat there and corrected Ray Combs' spelling. So then after that, he wrote me another letter and stuff. And he said, look, I can't write a letter without the spelling. And it was pretty kind of fun. It was funny. He seemed like a pretty decent guy. And then I complimented him because I could never stand Richard Dawson as host of the Family Feud. I said, here's a guy who gets so carried away with celebrity, Richard Dawson, that he lost sight of the game. He was not the star of the show. The game was the star of the show. Richard Dawson was an annoyance you had to put up with the kissing, and you
couldn't even get to the game.
Eventually, it turned into fondling. I mean, it was an outrage.
He was making out with the contestants.
Right. I mean, it was horrible. And he would make out with old women. I mean, it was just hideous.
Come here, darling.
Yeah. There was nothing darling about a 90-year-old woman. And anyway, I complimented Ray Combs because I said, listen, there's nothing great about you, but at least you know enough to keep your mouth shut during the game. And he said, thank you. So here is a piece of the Ray Combs interview. In fact, we had a camera on him while we were talking with him. So let me tell you about Ray. You got to hear his story. Ray, I'm getting you to the story. So I tune in.
You're talking too much here, Ray.
Yeah, Ray, please. Just let me move the show along. I tune in the show. I see Richard Dawson.
Yeah.
He's back now. I was so thrilled when he left.
Big and grizzled and gray.
He's old. He's great. I saw him in People magazine. He's got a young wife.
And a baby.
A baby. The guy must be 100 years old. How old is Richard Dawson? 100 years old?
Closer to that than 50, I think.
And he's back on. How you doing? Now he won't hug the women and kiss them because he's married to this young chippy. So he, I guess he's got to control his urges. So I said, gee, I wonder what happened to this Ray Combs. I'm curious. I don't see the guy.
Right. What happened to him?
Okay. Ray. So you had a 7-year deal, right?
That's right.
Okay. 7th year, you come up for negotiation.
That's right.
And what do they say to you?
Well, at the end of the 7th year, I think pretty much everybody in this town knew that my intention was to move on to a talk show, an entertainment-driven, something hasn't been done in a long time, a daytime talk show where you could see people like yourself instead of having to wait.
In other words, a show where black people get on stage and argue with one another?
No,
you're talking about the Mike Douglas show.
You know what's weird about this guy? When I used to watch him on TV, I'd say, well, there's a guy with no problems. Because, he's, like, got a job.
Didn't you always think game show host is, like, the least pressure
yeah.
greatest position to be in? You work a couple of days a week, you film tons of shows.
And
you
who
don't
knew?
even have to come back for a while.
And like when I used to watch the show, who knew one day this guy would beat himself in the head with a rock?
Oof. I mean, really?
Griffin, but
stay tuned on this interview because his story gets more and more bizarre. Oh, really?
Yeah, a daytime entertainment from Las Vegas with a band.
Here he's just pitching us on some cockamamie show he wants to do.
Right, that never was going to go anyway.
Yeah.
He got fired.
Yeah. What is he? I don't even know what he's talking about.
He's trying to tell us that he planned to leave anyway.
Oh, right.
And everybody knew it because he wanted to go do this Las Vegas talk show.
Yeah.
Which never appeared.
Wouldn't you like to see a show with me and like a lot of like coming from Vegas and people talk in a big band? Oh yeah, it's called the Johnny Carson Show. Genius. It's already been on TV for 20,000 years. Joe Franklin has that show.
But he was going to put his in the daytime.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize. No wonder he beat himself in the head with a rock.
That's a stupid idea.
All the years in show business, that's the idea Ray Combs came up with. God. Who would have guessed in January of 1996, the beginning of a new year, that Ray Combs would be dead and that Jackie Martling would be in a movie and that Fred would be Eric? What did you do that for?
Well, a couple $1 million a year.
Oh, you had a deal already?
Well, I was putting it in place.
Okay, go ahead.
And
you're just like Jackie, always putting it in place.
But the fact remains.
Go ahead. Yeah, he was putting it in place. How many people in show business you know?
It's in that same place.
Yeah. There's a place in show business of deals that people had almost in place. It's just amazing. What is it, Baba Bowie?
Ganji said he saw last week on TV Ray was hosting some kids game show.
Oh, yeah?
Where they like run around and squirt each other with stuff.
I'd kill myself, too.
Fooey.
By the way, we have tape of Ray hitting himself over the head with a rock.
The 7th year, the people who held that contract knew whoever hosted Feud in the 8th year would have to host it in the 7th.
Oh.
And
so you left. You want to make it clear that you left.
Well, it was mutual. I was
bull. This was all bull.
I know.
Poor Ray.
I know. He's doing spin control. You weren't fired.
You weren't fired.
No. Well, it depends on who you talk to, but they were glad.
If you talked to them, he was fired.
Oh, you talked to me. Talked to everybody but Ray.
Yeah.
He was fired.
This guy had bad luck, man.
To see me go, and I was glad to leave.
Okay. How come a guy like Merv Griffin, who was nothing more than Ray Combs, how come he
winds up a multi-millionaire?
Yeah, and Ray Combs is like... Is Family Feud still on the air?
No.
Oh, too bad. All right, let's play Family Feud right now, okay?
Okay.
Fred, give me some music. I want to put Family Feud. I'll get back to Ray Combs in a minute because this story gets bizarre. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Feud. Playing today is the Robin Quivers family with Robin Quivers against Eric Norris, Fred Norris. All right. Now let's play the Feud. Robin, what do you do for a living?
I work in radio.
Fred, you're unemployed, right?
I changed my name a lot.
All right. Okay. I mean Eric. Sorry.
It's okay.
All right. So here we go.
What's his name? Fred, I mean Eric.
Now, I want you to buzz in as soon as you have one of the answers.
All right.
5 most common forms of suicide that Ray Combs could consider doing. 5 most. All right. Go ahead, Robin.
Slitting your wrists.
That's right. That's number 3. Ding, 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 ding. Now, do you want to continue or you want to pass to Fred?
I'll continue.
All right. Slitting your wrists is right.
The next one would be shooting yourself.
That is not one of them, no.
Oh.
No, that is not one of the most common forms. I'm sorry. Eric Norris, go ahead and guess.
I would say I only have to get one. Hanging.
Hanging yourself is number 4. The number 1 was carbon monoxide. You stole, my friend. 2 was pills. 3, slashing your wrist. 4, hang yourself. And 5, hitting your head with a rock. That's it.
I didn't know you were going to use the ways he did it.
Evidently, evidently that's become more popular than shooting yourself. And that's Family Feud. That was on Ray's list. You think he would have shot himself? Boy, we're out of touch. Oh, hanging yourself with a bed sheet is always good, too.
That is one of the toughest ways to do it.
Yeah. Oh, come on. That's got to be the... What about...
Got to tear the sheets? I mean, because those are big, bulky sheets.
You know, I used to goof on that because when Ronald Reagan was shot by David Hinckley, they put him in a prison cell.
Yeah.
And the first thing he tried to do was overdose on aspirin.
Right.
And I said, this guy's not really trying to kill himself. Then he tried to hang himself with his leather jacket.
Right.
Now, if he could do that, he deserves to be free. How do you do that? Anyway, let's get back to Ray Combs' story, all right? Because the guy just died. So
They were
listen to
very
what-
confident that he would double the rating.
So you want to hear a sad story?
What?
Ray goes out, gets himself into a car accident.
And then, wait a minute. What do you mean gets himself into a car? Was he driving?
Were you driving, Ray?
I was driving.
Now I'm thinking he probably was trying to kill himself.
Yeah, this is another suicide attempt.
Yeah, who knew? What happened? Were you drinking?
I don't drink. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I
Right.
just say no. Driving down the Ventura Freeway at about a rare 65 miles an hour. As anyone.
So you were breaking the speed limit.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, a young girl cuts straight in front of me, and I pull into another lane and start a series of collisions. And the ultimate story was I did a 360-degree.
I say he pulled into the other lane to pull into the other lane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
On one of the biggest freeways in the world, and ultimately ended up within a few seconds quadriplegic.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And I stopped breathing, and
Is that a great story?
Wait a minute, Ray. You're talking to us from a wheelchair?
Yes.
No, it's even better than that. I've been very lucky.
Wait, let's soak this in. So Ray goes and becomes a quadriplegic.
That means nothing moves.
Yeah. Now, I hear this. I say, Gary, book him immediately. I say, book him immediately. This is beautiful.
Make him a regular.
Make him a regular. Call him third base.
You
Do
got
anything.
another job.
It's great. So I said, this is an unbelievable story. So, like, now he's out of the wheelchair.
Right, so he's repaired. He's healing. His spinal cord injury is healing.
You married, Ray?
Many people did.
Hey, Ray, you married?
I'm married with 6 children, and I need a job, Howard. 6 kids.
Oh, really?
And
No wonder the guy killed himself.
Geez, 6 kids, and he killed himself. Ugh.
Oh, man. No, that puts a real
That's
bummer on it.
rotten. That's a rotten thing to do to your 6 kids.
Yeah, you don't want your dad killing himself by hitting himself in the head with a rock.
Yeah. I hope none of them have to go to school after this news.
Well, at least there were plenty of pallbearers. No shortage there. Jesus.
We're homeless. We will work for food.
No, you're not homeless.
No, we're not homeless. But we have 6 children. I've got a new project again that looks like it's going to start in January. But
that's good.
Many people did hear about the wreck, and the reason that it stopped, it was
Now, you got to understand something,
So you're
too.
walking around and everything?
Yes.
Oh,
I
good
said
for
to
you.
myself, after they got rid of this Ray Combs, or he left, or whatever the hell happened on Family Feud, I said, I'll never have trouble getting work, because if they had to go to Richard Doss...
Now, wait a minute. You got to stop for a moment, then we can come back to this. You know.
I don't know if I want to hear any more of this.
I know.
I was
Not
all
if
bummed
it's
out.
6 kids.
6 kids. I didn't know that.
I forgot.
I was hoping he was gay and didn't have any kids. If you were going to kill yourself, would you use a rock or would you use a gun?
Well, maybe they were watching. He couldn't get to anything but a rock.
That's some damn problem now. They outlaw guns so much you can't even kill yourself.
But, you know, after you've tried to kill yourself with Valium, people are watching.
Oh, I see.
So I guess maybe the rock was the only thing he had near him.
Yeah, so probably the family said, you know what, let him out for a walk to get some fresh air, feel better. What could he do?
There's only rocks in the garden.
Yeah, what could he do outside? There's only rocks outside. No one's going to beat themselves to death with a rock. Yeah.
Don't worry.
Plus, there's no way humanly possible you could hit yourself hard enough to kill yourself. Because at some point you'd pass out and not be able to do it.
That's why he was in the hospital for the blunt head trauma.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Damn. I didn't know any of this. I would have called him and interviewed him.
But we had time.
Yeah. Do you want to hear any more of the Ray Combs interview, or you had enough?
I do. With the 6 kids is really...
Yeah? Plus, it's kind of boring. Who cares? I mean, if the guy's gone, let him rest in peace.
Yeah, I'm sitting here reading. I didn't even know he was a stand-up comedian.
He was?
Let's start watching Jackie. Put the watch on.
Right. Jackie, what's that rock in your hand? All right, let's take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show.
You know that guy Bob who was in here before, the guy who took the crack and lost his left side of his body?
Yeah.
His wife's on the phone and wants to yell at him, I think.
Oh.
His ex-wife. The one that dumped him after he did all the crack.
Right.
Yeah,
We've never talked to her, have we?
No, I'm happy to talk to her. As long as she's not yelling at me. I got my own wife to yell at me.
Have you even seen your wife?
Not in a long time. I'm not sure I'm married
You're
legally.
like a single guy.
Yeah. I have my own bachelor lifestyle now. I'm not sure I need to go back. Here he is. Hey, what? When's the last time you talked to your ex-wife?
Like 2 days ago.
What?
2 days ago.
Oh, you do talk to her?
Oh yeah. This only because of the tits.
Oh,
Only
what?
because of the...
Oh, because she got a big chest?
No.
Oh, I thought you said only because of the...
No. The kids.
Oh, that was kids?
Oh, yes.
I thought you said only because of
because of the tids.
the tids.
The tids, not the...
When he said tids, I said, she must have a big chest.
Not the breasts.
Yeah, only because of the tids.
I take the tids.
Come on now.
You got 2 beautiful tids, right?
Yeah.
I got paid for the tids.
You see your kids?
Yeah.
Yeah? Let me see where your wife is. I don't even know what line she's on. That idiot took away my, not you, I'm talking about Stuttering John. He took away the piece of paper. Oh, here it is. Hey, is this Debbie?
Yeah.
You're Bob's ex-wife?
I am.
Wow. How mad were you at him that for taking all that crack and losing his senses?
I was, well, it's, it came little by little, so it
Right.
just kind of built up.
Were you doing the drugs?
No.
I see.
No.
Did you know he was a drug addict when you married him?
Well, once the crack came around, that changed everything.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
Coke is one thing, crack is another.
Imagine all of a sudden your husband just starts doing so much crack that like he can't even get it together, and then his
He
whole...
would have never gotten into this shape if he was married to me.
Did you love your wife, Bob?
Oh yeah.
So why didn't you stop if she told you?
Stop.
That's it.
All right.
Couldn't stop. He couldn't stop.
And then when he came home all like retarded and stuff, like you couldn't handle it anymore, right? You just threw him out of the house?
When he came home.
Yeah.
Did you try getting him into rehabs?
We went to rehab.
Yes.
We went to rehab. His union put him through.
And there was a time when he talked normal?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And like he was a regular guy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And dogs too.
You had
And
dogs?
what?
No, dogs.
Rugs,
Right.
Oh,
You used to work on rugs. You had a good life going.
Yeah.
You had the kids. Now you're really sorry, right?
Oh no,
I'm very sorry.
pissed off.
I'm
You're
sorry
pissed
too.
off.
Yeah.
We're all sorry.
But
So-
why'd you leave him if you loved him?
Because in
Look
the
at 'em.
rehab, they said, I was through this for years, and then in the rehab they said, what are you going to do for yourself next time this happens? So, you come to a point where you have to make a decision, and, I had 2 kids to think about.
Are you remarried? I know I asked you this, but I forget what you said. Are you remarried?
I am.
You are?
Yeah. I don't know if he knows.
I didn't know.
No.
Oh, you didn't know?
I didn't know.
Really?
When did you get married?
I don't know.
You didn't know she got remarried?
No.
Were you keeping it a secret from Bob?
Yeah.
Why? Because he can't
I don't
handle it?
want to get upset.
Oh, are you going to get upset?
No.
Some other guy's doing your wife?
How long have you been married?
2 months.
Oh. But she's got to go on with her life, Bob. You understand that? Yeah, don't get old. He's a white guy or a black guy?
No, he's a white guy.
He's a white guy?
Upstairs.
Upstairs?
No.
Upstairs. Now it's down.
Upstairs?
No.
Upstairs. You mean your ex-wife and the new guy?
Yeah.
Upstairs. Up there. Up yours.
Upstairs.
Up yours, you mean? You mean up yours?
No.
What are you saying?
Upstairs when me and...
I'm not going to help him along with this.
No, come on. Come on.
No.
What are you saying? She had an affair while you were married?
Yeah.
Look, did you blame
I don't know
him?
about that.
No.
But
Absolutely
Oh, it's the
not.
guy
I was
upstairs?
yes.
faithful to him to the end.
Right.
Wait a minute. So you left him before the stroke?
No, I left him after the stroke.
Oh.
I don't blame you, by the way.
Come on, we went through rehab. We went through this. We went through that.
You
We
stuck
had
it
no
out.
money. I had to file bankruptcy, you know.
And I bet you're a halfway decent-looking broad, right?
I'm a nice-looking girl.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
Right?
No big chest, but I got other assets.
Well, that's all right. You got a nice ass?
I got a great ass.
Really?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
I get compliments on my ass all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Come on now, what?
But anyway.
Come on now.
What prompted me to call
Yes.
is that tattoo.
Right.
Is that the ugliest thing you've ever seen?
Yeah, I mean, he got a tattoo of me and Robin, I got to admit.
Really?
It doesn't do you either justice, you know?
Yeah, I'll say.
Why would you ugly us up like that and put us on your arm?
Although I was watching myself on film the other day, I kind of do look like that.
No.
I was going to throw up.
$50 on your arm when you got two kids,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is he paying his child support?
See, this is the thing. He doesn't have to pay child support because he's on disability.
But you're saying if he's got $350 to put pictures on his arm, why doesn't he give it to his children?
Right.
Hey, Bob, that's a good point.
Yeah,
That's a very good point. That's what prompted me to call because I saw it last weekend, and it's an ugly thing.
And you know what's funny? He has one good arm and one arm that just hangs like Bob Dole.
Right.
And now the bad arm is more attractive than his good arm because he's hocked up his good arm with all his tattoos of me and you.
Maybe Jackie and Fred will go on the good arm.
Right.
Yeah.
Which arm are you going to put Jackie and Fred on?
Oh.
Oh, the bad arm.
And you know what the funny thing is? What he always said was,
What?
he'd never get a tattoo with my name on it because I might not always be his wife.
Right. He was right. But I'll always be Howard Stern.
He was, yeah, right.
You're right. I'm more loyal to you than her.
That comes out clearly.
That comes clearly. You're cursing.
He said that word right away.
That word he comes like,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He's sorry. He's very sorry.
I'm sorry.
He's very sorry. I know
He
he's
just used
sorry,
the F
but,
word.
You know,
I am sorry.
he's very
Left side of his body or the right
like
side?
once.
Once.
Yeah.
And he was able to get aroused?
Oh, yeah.
And how was it? Was he better after?
No.
It's not so good, right?
Come on.
He can't move that good.
Come on.
Did he used to be good?
At times.
Yeah?
At times.
When he wasn't all,
Messed up.
yeah. Which was, a majority of the time.
But
He
does he,
came with a lot of baggage.
so are the kids embarrassed by him or are they
Oh,
like
my daughter's mortified. I turned on the radio this morning, and
Right.
he says, oh, jeez, because usually he tells me when he's going to be on.
keep the kids away from the radio?
She's mortified.
Well,
she's 12
because
years
they're-
old. She
yeah.
says, please don't say my name on the radio.
Well, listen, he paid for his mistake, though. You got to tell your daughter she should love him. He made a mistake. That's all.
Well, no, she's not. She doesn't not love her daddy.
Yeah.
She just
He
doesn't want him
like
on the
anyone
radio.
at this point.
Yeah, right. She's 12 years old. They don't like anybody.
I mean, you got one.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
it's not a great time in a kid's life.
And when you got a father like that,
Right.
I'm kind of a cool guy. I don't think my kids like me. No.
at least all you're functioning.
At least I don't talk like that. All right, listen. Bob, this is a very emotional moment for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
No.
No. No.
Yeah, I don't know if there's emotions left.
All right, so in other words, you're making a good point. Bob, before you get tattoos, maybe give the money to the kids. Before you put Jackie in front of...
What about in 2 more months? 2 more months.
What?
He's taking them to Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be fun.
With other people.
Oh,
Well, I
good.
should hope.
Yeah. And will the kids watch Bob, make sure he doesn't get in trouble?
Yeah.
All right.
They'll take good care of him.
Yeah, I hope so. Jesus, what a mess.
What a mess is right.
All right.
Are they taking him to the Everglades?
Yeah. Feed Dad to the alligators. Be done with them. Hey, Bob, are you going to take the kids to Disney?
What?
Are you going to take the kids to Disney?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you get to go in front of the line because you're handicapped?
Yes.
Oh, so I like you there.
So you're a king at Disney World.
I don't know what thing, but, you know. I'm there, so.
You're like, what do? You walk up to the Disney characters and go, I'm going to front of the line. I'm going to take you to Disney. You know, when I go to Disney, I'm going to take Bob with me.
F off, Mickey. I'm going to the front.
Hey, screw off. I'm with Bob. Hey, you're my money. You.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's good. You get a good laugh out of it. I'm glad he goes there and sees you. You know, it gives him something to do.
Yeah,
But
that's
you
it.
know,
I am bored. I am bored.
Bored.
You are bored.
Yeah. What happened with this girl you hooked him up with?
He's bored because I'm the only one who gives him any entertainment.
I know.
That's it.
That's right. All right. Well, there you go. And that's why he
know?
loves me, and that's why he got the tattoos of me.
Yeah, right. But they're ugly tattoos. I mean, he could find a better.
Wait till the movie comes
Well,
out.
he
You'll go
does
to.
the pictures himself.
You can go to all the movie premieres and everything. You won't be so bored. You'll be busy.
Yeah.
All right?
You got a big social calendar.
Yeah. Mark it down. In February, you're busy, Bob.
Okay.
All right? Don't hit yourself over the head with a rock.
No.
All right? Wait till that.
Yeah, can you imagine? Ray Combs kills himself.
But this guy loves it.
recovered.
This guy lives. I love that, Bob. I love you, man. Get out of the way. We're going to Magic Kingdom. I'm going in the front of the line. Well, are you about it or you want to kick my ass?
Big Mountain, here I come.
What?
Big Mountain.
Big Mountain. Big Mountain. Oh, Spank Mountain. See, I would make him the midday jock on our station. I swear to God, I'd tune in every day. I would never miss a show.
Only I would understand.
I would make you a disc jockey. You see, I must be warped. You want a job on the Howard Stern Radio Network?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Something.
Some kind of job.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm nuts. I would listen to this.
Yeah.
I might have found my first jock.
I don't know. How much does he have to say? You got to sit there and interview him.
First of all, any idiot can be a disc jockey.
But he doesn't, you know.
All right, would you mind doing a test radio show for me?
Okay.
I'll play like a record and you do the talk up.
Yeah.
Now, you can't write it for him because you got to do that.
No, I'm not going to do it. Let me take a commercial break.
Are you into music?
You into Metallica? I got their new album.
Yeah.
You want to do a little rap about Metallica and then like intro the new song?
Okay. No, I'm
you nervous?
I'm nervous though, but I'm yeah.
All right.
Oh, but when I am sorry. Okay,
I know you're sorry.
Okay, and all the time I'm sorry.
He's sorry all the time. You know? He
I
can't get over
am.
this, I'm
You want to
sorry
have your life
thing,
back.
You know?
You would like to have
but
your life.
But now I can't.
He can't now.
And I'm.
He's pissed.
And I'm. You know.
You're what? Yeah. All right.
See, this is the problem he'll have on the radio.
You know, Robin was right. He got a lot of feelings after that. You know, he was never a nice person, and then all of a sudden he's a nice person.
Right. And now what?
Now
what? He was.
blew it.
You mean he wasn't nice when he had his faculties?
Oh no.
And now that he doesn't have his faculties, he's a nice guy.
He's very nice now.
Yeah,
he's
now he's
caring and he's nice.
All right, so maybe it made him better.
Well,
it was a good thing.
They should have done this to my grandfather. Give him a lot of crack and get him to mellow out a little.
No.
Yeah, he was a real prick.
Come on.
Yeah,
no.
so that's what everyone tells me. He was nice to me, but everyone said he was a real prick. But, hey, give him some crack, let him mellow out. All the Sterns were pricks. Everybody knows that. I come from a long line of pricks.
I'm sorry. I am. I mean, all the time I'm sorry.
You're sorry to your wife?
Yeah, I'm sorry to say, and you,
You're sorry to us, too.
I mean, this is your life, and look what you did to yourself. Right, okay.
Yeah, he blew it.
He blew it.
Yeah.
All right.
But, hey, life goes on, right?
Right.
I had to do what I had to do.
You had to get married.
I didn't have to get married. I just got
I don't know
married
about
recently.
that,
I've been with this
Can you
guy.
believe they have to keep that a secret from you? What do you?
Yeah, I mean, what's going on?
It's not that it's a secret. Just that, you know, I don't want to hurt him.
Right.
You know? I
my-
mean, I've been with this guy for 5 years. We just got married.
Right.
So,
Okay.
you know,
Is he going to adopt the kids?
Am I gonna? Am I?
What?
Am I? Mad of something?
Are you mad?
No.
You knew, right?
I
Eventually.
sooner or later.
Always ask me.
Hey, are you going to let him adopt the kids?
No.
No. I was always
No,
thinking about
that's my kids. That's my kids.
All right, all right.
Take it easy,
right.
man. Take it easy. Don't get nuts on me.
No, that's
I'm your
my
friend.
kids.
Yeah.
And that's it with that.
You're not giving any permission
No,
for that.
right. That's your kids.
Don't even bring that up.
No,
And this new husband of yours, does he get to do everything to you sexually?
Ah, come on. You.
Hey, Bob, did you
don't do him through this in front.
Bob, did you ever get input number 3 off your wife?
Oh,
what?
Input number
What
3.
the hell are you talking about?
I don't know.
Did you ever get input number 3? He doesn't know what you're talking about?
He don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what
Did he ever get input number 3 off you?
No.
What about your new man?
No.
Really? You saved that for... Who you saving that for? Jesus? Hey, a virgin back there? No fanny time? It's fanny time.
It's fanny time.
There you go, Bob. There you go. All right, sit quiet. All right, listen. Let me do this. I got it because I got a ton of stuff going on today. Jenna Jameson, the porn star's coming in with her dad.
Oh.
Yeah. That's gonna be heavy.
Yeah.
You want to meet her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You won't be so bored.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Mrs. Bob.
Okay.
Or former.
The former.
Okay, but I am Tari.
I know you.
We know you're
I
Tari.
Every time he
all the time. But,
Are you Tari all the time?
All the time.
All right.
And I mean that.
He means
No, I believe you mean it.
I believe him too.
All right. Listen,
You
you're.
think back on the way you were, Bob, and you say, I am Dari.
I am Tari. Done.
How much you weigh?
Who, me?
Yeah.
120.
No kidding. How tall?
5'7".
Nice
Yeah,
body.
two babies and
2 babies. I look better now than I did before.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting better.
See, Bob, you should have waited.
Should have held off a few years.
All right.
He couldn't now.
No.
No,
busy.
no, he had no
crack. Must be
He's
something
busy
else.
with the crack.
But you know, when he got out of the rehab,
Should have been busy with your crack.
He
no.
was on the wrong
He's on the wrong crack.
Wrong crack.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I gotta go.
All right,
All right.
bye.
Thank you, Mrs. Bob.
Goodbye.
All right.
Bob, what had you so upset that you had to do crack?
He was bored.
no.
He's an angry guy.
I guess.
Now I'm a.
Now you're a vegetable. All right. Listen. Okay. All right. Listen to me. Wait there. I'll let you audition. I swear to God, I'm not kidding. I would put you on the air as a disc jockey. I just got to hear a little audition, all right?
Right,
Okay.
that's what we need to hear.
Let me take a break. You think about Metallica.
Because I only think, even if you put him on, he's only got an hour in him.
Hi, this is Vegetable Bomb.
That's your time.
Vegetable Bomb with you. Broccoli Bob.
This song is for my kids.
My kids. This is a dedication for my
kids.
Isn't it a shame the only word he can say clearly you can't say on the radio?
Yeah.
The F word.
He says the F word fine. These are my kids.
These are my kids. Not your kids, my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Buddy. And this is your tongue and my kids. All right.
I'm going to tear up my tattoo.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we're going to take a break. Yeah, see? We'll take a break, and then you do your
I
audition.
got on cracked, and what do you do next? I'm going to Disney.
With my kids.
Well, Goopy.
And because of that, I'm gonna.
All right, we'll come back and you'll do your audition. After this.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show.
Somewhere. I don't even know the name of it. Here it is. Here's Metallica. The album is called Load. I'll go to track number 1, Ain't My Bitch. All right. Although the CD player will not stay on track number 1. It just won't. I can't get it to work.
What will it play?
I can't even play a record here. Or whatever they call these now, CDs. Here, you want to try it? We'll give it a shot. All right, now you're the guy. You're the disc jockey. You can, use our... you can say whatever you want.
Yeah, you don't have to talk about the record necessarily, but you do have to introduce the record before you go to it.
All right, and then when you're ready for me to hit the record, maybe you want to talk over the intro and stuff, just point to me, all right?
Okay, well, we got a song to take, and you
See, I like it already. I'm already into it. I mean, I'm riveted. Start again.
You're not going to listen
Are
to
you
this
nervous?
every day.
I swear I would. Are you nervous?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, would you calm down? You know you've been on the air a million times.
Yeah.
Don't think of it as an audition.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, we got a tongue today, and
What?
You can't interrupt him. He's doing a rap. And I'll be honest with you, I can't even play the CD.
Well, both of you have a problem.
Yeah. I'm hitting the music.
Both the disc jockey and the engineer.
The whole show is screwed. I can't believe that the CD player just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Like Bob's left side.
Okay.
Bob, you can talk about something else. Don't talk about the song.
Hey, why are you doing coaching? He was doing great. I would listen to that show. Scott, let me ask you something. Why, when I hit play on all of these, they will not play? Am I a moron, or is it the equipment? You tell me, okay, smarty pants?
Shut the module off.
Shut the what?
Shut the muzzle off.
Shut the monitor off.
The muzzle. Shut the muzzle.
Is that what he said, module?
Yeah.
Who even knows what he says? Shut the
Bob,
module.
you can understand words.
Scott won't move his mouth when he talks. Shut the module off.
Having a cigarette in it.
Yeah. He's talking.
Why doesn't it work? You know Scott's going to look at the equipment, and it's not going to make a difference. You know what he just did? He pulled out the CD and put it back in. Makes no difference.
You loaded it wrong.
All right, you ready, Scott? Here I go.
No, it's not ready.
It's not working, right?
It's not working.
I can't take the lack of equipment around here. I just can't take it anymore. I want out.
Come
I
on
don't
now.
understand. What? I want out.
No, come
Bob
on. You
needs
gotta.
You need me. All right. Why don't you have Tom come do it since he's such a brain trust? Dope. Can't buy. They bought a CD player. You can't even load the CDs without loading them into a cartridge.
Really?
Oh, it's just unreal.
Why is that?
I don't know. And then now Scott can't even get them working. And you know what? I got to go on. I just got to go on.
There's something wrong with the CD because.
Is it wrong with the new CD? Give me a different CD,
Something
will you?
wrong with the CD.
Give me any one of those CDs so he can do his audition. I can get him the hell out of here. All right?
This should have been over already.
Yeah. I would have been on to lots of interesting stuff. Like Disney's putting they're thinking of moving to Harlem. Did you know about this?
No.
I'll talk about this in a minute. What?
Oh,
What?
Bob is outraged.
No, a corporate thing. Be quiet. You're not going to go to Harlem.
Not going
Your
there with
kids
my
are
kids.
going to Harlem.
Some of my kids.
Not going with my kids to Harlem.
Yeah, that's the way with that. No.
I see.
Just a little dirt, did that?
There's a little dirt on here. There's a little tar nicotine on there from my cigarette.
So he's going off to clean that?
Yeah, all right. All right, you're going to introduce Stone Temple Pilots, all right?
Okay.
All right. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, a tongue today and Darida.
Well,
What was wrong with that?
no, I don't know what he said. That's
Yeah, but
what's
that's
wrong.
the funny part of it. You don't know what he's talking about. But as he gets more comfortable, you'll start to catch words. And as you get used to his style of
But,
speech.
Bob, you should tell us about your life. That's what I'd want to tune in.
Wasn't there some disc jockey in Washington who had like a car accident and he like lost the ability to almost talk and then they tried to fire him and he sued the station and he got to stay on the air?
That sounds vaguely familiar.
I swear to God that happened. Wasn't it that guy? What was the guy's name, Fred? Do you remember?
I don't recall, no.
Like Einstein or something. That, which was funny. His name was Einstein.
Einstein.
You should be Einstein on the air.
Einstein. There?
Einstein.
Einstein.
I don't know. The guy.
Now.
The guy. Why don't you call yourself Einstein? All right, that'll be your air name.
Yeah, okay.
All right, you could say that.
Einstein.
All right, introduce this song now. Stone Temple Pilots. Bob Einstein. Go ahead.
What's the name of the song?
I don't know.
Tongue today, time.
No,
No, your
song
name.
is
No,
not Einstein.
no, your
You're
name is Einstein.
Einstein with you on K-Rock.
All right. Hey, you confused him.
Got to say the station name.
Okay, I'm tired today.
I don't even know what he just said.
Hey,
A
don't
song
do that.
today.
All right, go
That's
ahead.
all he's been saying.
Go ahead. You're a disc jockey. Hi, this is Bob Einstein with you. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Time. Yeah, and we're gonna a tongue today. Time. Tar.
Okay. Now
You
talk it up.
still gave him the Metallica
Yeah.
What's the matter?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a good show. I swear I'd listen.
Okay.
Come on, keep
Yeah.
talking. Say something.
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 All right.
He's gonna have to
All right,
write his
listen.
whole
You
show.
work on it. Do me a favor. Come back in 3 days.
These days?
Yeah, with a disc jockey thing, what records you're going to play, and show me how you're going to do a radio show.
You write it down, and I'll be...
No, you just come in and do it.
You have to do it. It's your show.
It's your show, all right? That'll give you something to do. You said you're bored.
Okay.
All right?
It'll probably take him 3 days to get one song.
Right. All right, go ahead now.
Okay.
You're done.
Okay.
I didn't want you in here in the first
Thank
place.
you very much.
All right. Thank you.
3 days we'll see you.
I tell you, you got talent.
Really?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Bye-bye.
He's good.
I'm on Paul's channel.
See you, Bob.
Yeah, okay.
Good luck in Disney.
Okay.
You know what? Where he really would be better
What?
is at a press conference.
Yeah.
Because who's going to throw him out?
Kathie Lee should, now, you know what? Next time we have a function where I win an award or something, I'll send him.
Yeah, but I'm just, you know how they always throw Stuttering John out?
Yeah.
You could never throw him out.
No, because he's too messed up.
Yeah, you just have to let him shout insulting questions.
I'm looking at naked pictures in Playboy of Jenny McCarthy, that chick from Singled Out.
Oh, yeah, it seems she's upset that they're putting out a new video of her.
She's upset. She should be happy someone's noticing her.
Well, according to her management, that's not the path she wants to take at this time.
So you're saying that these pictures aren't something recent that she posed for?
I don't think so.
Oh, they're old pictures?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. So now she's like a big star. Or so. She's on MTV. They don't make any money over there. I was talking to Cronin because he's the producer of that show.
Yeah.
The guy who used to write for me on Channel 9 show.
Mm-hmm.
You can't make any money doing that.
I think she sees bigger things for herself.
Yeah. Yeah, what? A movie? And now she doesn't want to be... I love girls who are, like, naked, and then all of a sudden...
They do it to get the attention.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden,
the
like...
attention happens to be naked attention.
Yeah, because...
People want to see them naked.
Because all she is good... I mean, she's got a really annoying personality. I told Cronin this. I said, I mean, she's just annoying. She's sickeningly trying to be... like a regular friendly girl. But you know she's probably some stuck-up bitch.
It's an act she's not pulling off.
Maybe when she posed in Playboy, she didn't know she was naked. Maybe they tricked her.
Well,
She's
it's the
gorgeous.
Sharon Stone syndrome.
And like she's wacky, and like here she is doing a split on the Conan O'Brien show. But the reason people are digging her is because she's a Playboy playmate, and she's got gigantic breasts and the flattest stomach I've ever seen on a girl. And she's naked, and she's gorgeous. And all you want to do is have sex with her. And then throw her out of the moving car. Well, she's annoying.
It's the Sharon Stone syndrome where, you know, a woman becomes very famous for crossing and uncrossing her legs, and now she wants to do art films.
Yeah. And she's on MTV Singled Out, and she's really smelling stardom.
Yeah, well...
It's like the Jon Stewart syndrome.
She's gone legit.
Jon Stewart had a talk show on MTV, and he actually started to believe that, like, wow, I'm really famous, I'm popular, and then they put him on regular TV, and it bombed.
Well, do you know, I was going to, you know, it's funny you should bring up his name.
Yeah.
Because Letterman has just signed him to do a show after Tom Snyder's show.
Really?
Yeah.
Jon Stewart.
Yeah. And he did wrangle a clause into the contract that says if something should happen to Tom Snyder...
Which could happen any day.
Slot.
He gets that slot, I see.
He held out until he got
I see.
that.
What are they going to call the show? Sunrise Semester? I mean, what after Tom Snyder? Isn't he on at 1:30 in the morning? Wow. Cronin's job is to, you know, because what that whole show is dating game.
Yes.
You know.
It's a big dating game.
But Cronin's big job is to pick out Jenny McCarthy's outfits.
No.
Yeah, he gets to go down and consult.
He's a writer.
What's he going to write? What is there to write on that show? And MTV doesn't pay anyone because they know they don't have to. And Jenny McCarthy isn't getting paid much. And so now she's upset with the being in Playboy video?
Yeah, I have been reading that she's not very happy. Apparently, she's not going to make any money off of it. I would be upset, too.
Well, yeah. Well, why did she sign away all the rights?
Well, you know, that was early on.
Yeah.
Who knew this was going to happen?
Yeah, and who knew all this big fame was going to happen? Like, she's big and famous now. What is she going to be in? A movie where she takes her clothes off? Or no, she'll keep her clothes on. Everyone will rush to see that. These women just don't. And then whoever advises them is afraid to give them real advice and say, listen, you dumb bimbo, you're a bimbo. And I know you think you're smart, and I know you think you have talent, But you don't. You look great in a bikini. And in your movie, you should spread your legs.
Well, how do you say that to people, Howard?
But you got to be honest with someone. You're famous because you're good looking. You're not talented. You're annoying. Super good looking, annoying chicks.
I'm going to argue with you.
You know you'd be just like those guys. You get in front of a beautiful woman, you forget what to say to.
Yeah. She's a multifaceted talent.
You want to say anything you think she'll like to hear.
She's the next Jim Carrey. She's the next Jim Carrey. There's no question. She's going to be making $20 million a film. She's an incredible she's displayed all of that on Singled Out. When she runs around with the microphone and says, what do you think? I don't want to be naked anymore. You don't want to be naked anymore. What else would you be? It's like when Baba Booey, got famous from this show, and they asked him to go make personal appearances, and he stands there. People say, well, why don't you do something? He goes, I don't do anything. At least he knows he doesn't do anything. She's starting to believe that she does something. What would she do? What is she going to be, in a film? Doing what?
You're asking me. I didn't say this. I'm just telling you what she said.
I'm getting pissed. Can't you see?
Don't yell at me about it. Call her.
I mean, why do people
Why
suddenly...
Don't you, I got it.
Right.
Get her on the phone.
All right.
Get Gary.
No.
Book that woman.
She won't come on the show because she's too big a star. She's way too big.
Well, this is a big show.
Yeah.
We get big stars.
She thinks there's a difference between her and Puck from the real world. Puck is 20 times more talented.
Yeah, Puck's
interesting.
On.
He's interesting, and he's not a bad-looking guy. Jenny McCarthy's good-looking, but a bore. There's like a lot of chicks who are really super good-looking like that, and they figure their angle is going to be they're going to have lots of personality. Like, remember what's her name that used to come in here from MTV?
Oh, yes, Kari.
Like, she was going to be super personality plus.
Yes.
But meanwhile,
in fact, was just putting up with you.
Yeah. But they have bad personalities and they don't know it.
Should I book her? You want me to try and
book her?
Yes, please.
I want to ask her.
Needs to give her advice.
I want to know why she can't see herself naked anymore. Like what she thinks. She thinks she's not a Playboy playmate anymore. What does she think she is? A serious actress?
Isn't there a point at which you move on, Howard?
Yeah. I don't think she's reached yet. I mean, imagine she's on Singled Out and some guys have noticed that she's good looking and now she thinks everything's going to break open for her.
Jackie was telling John that he thinks she's pretty funny and pretty talented.
Yeah, well, Jackie doesn't think...
I was trying to decide whether...
Jackie thought the Engelbert Humperdinck interview went well. I mean, Jackie thinks everything goes well. Jackie thinks everyone's talented. Jackie thinks Jackie's talented. Jackie thinks his wife has something going on. He can't identify the fact that it's not going anywhere.
I'll be back, Jackie.
Danny has personality, and she's funny, and Nancy is talented, and Gary's talented.
I'll be back, Jackie. I got to go eat.
Jerk.
Yeah.
So let's get her on.
Why don't you book her?
She's good.
She's good. Good at what? She's improving herself at being good at anything.
Nice personality.
If Jackie meets somebody...
so does Fred, but what is that?
If Jackie meets somebody and they're not
Eric,
mean to him, then they're great.
Right.
Like he met her. They did some appearances.
Yeah, and they were nice. She was nice to him.
That means she's talented.
Yeah. She's very talented.
She's a good girl.
Her talent are the two things on her chest.
That's a great talent.
She's gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. I would love to have sex with that.
Yeah.
I just wish she would keep her mouth shut. I see her on MTV. You want to vomit from the personality plus that she's exuding.
I don't watch the show. It's a stupid show.
No, I watch it because Cronin's on it,
Well, I didn't know he worked on it. Now I'll have to watch it to see what he's writing.
Listen,
you'll see that his writing didn't get any better.
There's one reason to watch that show. Well, two reasons. Her and when they get a guy in there and there's like 100 really good-looking women.
Yeah, but lately there aren't even good-looking women on
I know.
It's all ugly girls.
They're making them wear too many clothes, too.
Yeah. And Jenny's like, talking more.
Right, she's a wise ass now.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here, girlfriend.
Right.
Jeez, you know way too much about that show, I think.
Yeah, because I have to watch her because she's good looking. You can't turn away. I'd like to be getting some dates on that show. Christ's sake. Give me a date. Let me date one of these whores.
You're so angry because you'd like to date her.
Man.
That's what they ought to do, just pack the show with whores.
Why not?
Really get a date.
Well, I'm telling you, the best shows they did is they took it down when MTV does everything from Florida, and all the girls were just in bathing suits.
Naked.
And they have those stupid dance contests with the girls who can, they wear those bathing suits that are the 2 strips.
I love that.
And
Well,
they
that I
try
like.
to dance.
But those girls aren't deluding themselves.
Suit.
Jenny McCarthy's thinking that she's got some kind I wish I wasn't in Playboy. Who do you think you're going to be? God damn, you're stupid.
Oh.
God damn it.
Howard, you're not making it any easier to book
She's
her.
a centerfold, not a rocket
She's a-
scientist.
She's Kathie Lee.
You're arguing with her logic.
I mean, that's what Kathie Lee was. What did Kathie Lee? Kathie Lee thinks she's a singer and a multi-talent. She's a vomit.
She's a Renaissance
Yeah, a Renaissance woman. She thinks there's nothing she can do wrong. She's a vomit. You want to puke from her personality. Good-looking girls who think they have personality. I love it. And have no clue that they're annoying. Put her in a car accident, then listen to her personality for the first time. Put a bag over her entire body and let people judge her personality. People would run from the room.
Oh, God. I don't know what got you on this.
Kooks. Wait till she's 60 years old. We'll see if anyone's attracted to her personality.
What set you off?
What?
What set you off like this?
What else is in the news, Robin?
Whew. I forget after that tirade.
Yeah, after the flat and rotted skull of Timmy. That's what I say. Right?
Yes. There you go.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Howard Stern Show, let's be ready to be stupid and clueless like Fafa Fooey.
Fooey. I love that.
Something funny about it.
Well, we got the real guy doing it. That's pretty cool. Remember how he didn't want to do it?
I know.
Michael Buffer came in. That's the guy. That guy has made a huge living.
Off of what?
Off of just saying, let's get ready. Let's get ready to rumble. Let's get ready to rumble.
He's got that copyrighted. Nobody else can do it.
He copyrighted that. I didn't even know you could copy. I go to copyright junk. They don't let you do it. How do you copyright that? So he came in and we had to beg him. I said, come on, man. Just say, eat duty and, eat carrots and change the color of your duty.
I had to twist his arm.
Yeah. But we got him to do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to eat a lot of carrots and change the color of our duty.
Yesterday was my anniversary, and I made love to my wife and everything. And I've never done this before. I've never asked the audience to indulge me. I've always been true to the show. But I felt I should do a tribute to my wife today.
Nobody's ever stopped you from doing a tribute to your wife.
Well, Fred did one time.
Oh.
I want to say that my wife is a great woman for putting up with me for 18 years. And as a result of this...
I'm sorry.
As a result... Please. What are you laughing about?
Nothing. It just sort of reminded me of Jackie for a moment. Go on.
Trust me, it won't. I'm just trying to get laid again tonight. I just want to say my wife's a great woman, and I put together a tribute to my wife because I love her. I would like to play a romantic
song.
song.
In your off time.
That's right. I would like to play a romantic song now for my wife.
All right, go ahead.
For my anniversary, if I may.
You don't want to get her on the phone and say,
No,
this is for you?
I know she's listening. She monitors everything because she always thinks I'm going to have some broads up here and I'm going to be doing stuff to them. Did you spank them for real? Yeah, I spanked them for real.
Unforgettable. That's what you are.
Let me tell you what's going on.
I know what's going on, Howard. There is a way to go about doing things.
Allison.
You are abusive. You think you're the only one in the world.
That's true.
And you are not the only one in the world. There are other people. You are so insensitive now. It's unbelievable.
I know.
You are so self-centered.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Go to a hotel.
Unforgettable.
Some of my great moments.
Though near or far.
What, are you going to be mad at me now?
No,
Every time we start vacation.
Now you're telling me you play act? I mean, that's really...
No, but sometimes I got to act a little more miserable so my wife will let me work.
I can't stand how miserable you are, and I'd appreciate if you didn't act.
No, I'm miserable because I always feel...
You are.
No, I am miserable because I feel that you need me to be miserable, because otherwise you won't let me work.
Has someone been more?
You know what the truth is? This is not a threat. If I had a 20-year-old girlfriend, this girl would have meals on the table for me every night, would worship everything I say and do. You know that. Now, I'm not saying you got to act like a 20-year-old bimbo, but I'm just saying, hey, man, don't take me for granted. I provide you with a pretty good life. I see you running around, you're buying dresses. What, you don't think I'm aware of what the bills are?
Don't take one little thing and think it means anything.
Once in a while, sit back and go, my man provides me with a good lifestyle.
There was one package of fish, and don't blow it into a million things.
I bet you said F. Howard with every goddamn bite of that fish. I hope it was good. Lucky Nat King Cole is dead. My daughter walked around with a little plastic cup with potato chips 2 days ago. The potato chips are in this plastic cup, and they're sitting there by...
is that cup still there?
Yep, they're sitting there by the front door now for 2 days, and I usually just go over and pick it up. But you know what? I'm waiting to see, at what point does my wife get bothered that food in a cup is laying on the floor by the front door, which she sees every day? She goes
I don't believe. Is there a cup at your front door?
Oh, yeah.
I'll go check.
Go look.
Well, maybe it's picked up now.
But my wife sees that cup every day, and she won't pick it up.
I don't go through the front door.
Won't pick it up. Just won't pick it up. And I'm like, you know what? I work my ass off. I'm not picking up this cup. Someone could, the kids are in the house, the housekeeper's in the house, the wife's in the house. Everyone knows it. They've heard me say it many times. Tell everyone in the audience how you love me.
I do love you.
Of course. You had a great life from me. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's a beautiful tribute. Some of the great moments.
How she's lasted this long.
Wow, that's good. Very, very good.